Hi, we're back with another in our series talking about research and our research paper. Today, let's talk about how you will carry out your research paper. So as we decide on what we're going to study, we also have to decide on how we're going to carry out that study. A lot of students struggle with this area because they're not sure how to carry out the study or why they will choose a particular method. So today, let's talk about the methodology. When we talk about methodology, we're really talking about the study of how we're going to carry out this research. And there are two specific things that we talk about when we talk about the methodology. We talk about the how generally. So generally, how are we going to do this study? Are we going to use a quantitative method where we use numbers? Are we going to use a qualitative method where we don't use numbers and basically we focus on the quality of the data that is collected, that is a non-numeric data? Or are we going to use a mixed method? A mixed method is really a little of both. So we use some numeric data and we use some non-numeric data. So when we talk about the methodology, it's either quantitative, qualitative, or mixed. And that is the general way in which we'll carry it. Then we need to talk specifically about how we're going to collect the data. In this case, we're talking about the specifics of collecting the data. Are you going to use a non-numeric methodology? So are you going to use a qualitative methodology? That is, are you going to use interviews? Are you going to use a focus group? Or are you going to do a case study? And if you decide that you want to use a quantitative methodology, are you going to use an existing database or will you be collecting the data from scratch? That is, using some kind of data instrument, usually a questionnaire, which you administer. So let's just recap. When we talk about how we're going to do the study, we choose one of three general methods. We either choose a quantitative method, a qualitative method, or a mixed method, which is really a little quantitative and a little qualitative. After we've gotten past that hurdle, then we're going to decide which specific design we will use as we collect the data. So let's look at building a house. You're going to decide if you're going to use wood or you're going to use concrete. And after you've decided wood or concrete, then you're going to talk about the design. Is it going to be a 3-bedroom, a 2-bedroom? What is it going to be? Similarly, in research, we have the general how, and then we look at the specific of collecting the data.